Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that,
you just know there it is.
More people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
No.
And it's intercepted.
See, I'm looking at the doggone thing, man. I picked the wrong play. That's my fault. I thought that play he's supposed to keep straight. He stopped and cut back in. That's my fault.
That's another.
Yeah, I think that's a cutback. But that's not what the play I wanted. I wanted him to keep straight. Gronk was supposed to be there and not him anyway.
And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Damn, started the game right off with a mistake.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making
this
it
is terrible.
Easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running
I don't know how you could see that.
Big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Completely ripped me up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is
Are you kidding me?
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will be at the 34-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. All
right, we got to stick it to Chubb. Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got the first down and more.
I can't believe it's garbage.
Way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there. They will bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up.
Let's go.
Battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example.
Way to go, team.
Right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The 24-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to
Way to hold on to the ball, boys. We getting it done.
For 20 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice.
I'm like, get out my way, great. You picking me out the way.
Yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10.
Oh, there's the glitch.
They've given up a few
Glitch, baby. Now you see what I go through. Now you see what I go through.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. Right
What?
on the line of scrimmage.
I ain't messing with y'all no more.
Going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd.
Oh, come on.
That they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 1st down, Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered.
Yeah.
So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Brady gets away with
he dropped it?
He could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care.
I don't run a motion offense.
Go for it on 4th. Again, it's Brady. And he's he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 6 yards as the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they still get
They bailed you out.
The blitz was on, but the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for.
Into the clear.
I shouldn't have did that to my team, man.
Cleveland. Austin Hooper.
Yeah, it was. I just got stupid mad.
Add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14. Buccaneers nothing.
I don't know.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
You gotta wait and see.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And
Oh!
to the 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time.
Oh, man. It's my offense, man. My defense has done their job.
This is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight
I don't know
windows.
what has happened to my
These are
offense.
plays that he's made before.
After the first game, my offense just disappeared.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I 96 missed that.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. That one is caught by Hunt. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum.
Yeah, everybody's saying that now watching the game.
How much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down,
Stay up, right? Damn.
You want to show them differently.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Yeah, I know you were. You've been getting in all game.
The move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points.
No, dog, I just didn't have no timeouts. That's just a last-second thing, so I'm cool on that.
They just took over with. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's
yeah, I'm wondering how many times you're going to throw off the back heel of your foot, and then they're going to keep giving you completion.
You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Austin Hooper.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And it is now 21.
I don't know what it is, but we got to be down 21 every time to start the second half.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be dropped at the 20.
I'm going back to man eater.
So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room.
I just got way too many games I got to play. Oh, damn. I thought we got the ball back.
Indeed, a lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns are going to get the second half.
All right, we got to play defense, guys. Let's get a stop, get them down, get them fouled. That ain't the way. That's the way, though. Keep them down, keep them fouled.
Bring it out of the end zone, get some 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yep, but I know what we got to do. We got to just stop Chubb and get back in the game.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending time just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
Keep Chubb down. Keep him
We're
foul.
going to see him when we kick it off in the
Let's
second
go,
half.
fellas.
See how
Let's
they
get him.
handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Chubb. Pushes him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down.
That wasn't holding when they grabbed 90 like that.
I used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he takes it past the 45.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody see they getting around here with all this holding.
They'll remain a yard or two short.
Getting away with a lot of it, buddy.
Mayfield.
Oh my God.
Running back Nick Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's ridiculous.
The psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Everybody was open. I came in to take him out, just like I did on the last play, and they cheated me.
Now Mayfield. He'll take a shot for Hooper downfield.
Let's go. There we go. There we go, fellas.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to get this across the 10.
He should have been gone.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Yeah, he was supposed to be gone.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there.
That's a horse collar.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
Yep, there it was. Another one on the defensive back.
Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun.
No!
Another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game.
Damn, Chubb.
Probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5.
Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's
Glitch,
taken down
glitch,
inside
glitch.
the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. And the Browns first down.
Now Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
Glitch.
So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run
Come
out
on,
and
Glitch.
tackle him.
8 yards.
Oh, great. I couldn't even pick a play because of the glitch.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Hey.
Lose yardage here. As they will switch ends.
I'll take it.
On this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
I knew you were going to do this from the jump.
Punted away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
I just wanted to get everybody away from the ball, man. Like, everybody get away from the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Man, we got to score quick.
Force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Yeah, I saw.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my special.
Oh, hell no!
Interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
That's game.
This one back into the end zone.
They keep letting Brady get hit as he throws.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And only able to get this to the 19.
Man, you just had a hot day. That's all it is. Yeah, today was just your day today. Because the first game was mine. It was a shootout.
They now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it.
Yeah, it definitely is now.
Another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
and he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
To Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position over to cash this one in. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 7.
Now after the score,
man, this is ridiculous.
To kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Bucs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Over the middle to Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Oh, that's bullshit!
Interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
I threw that over his head.
Him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run again with Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I'm just having a bad game. Because, man, I can't believe what they just did to me on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on.
Damn, they didn't do so much cheating in this game. It don't even matter.
They get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want.
Now, how they going to do that?
I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
Hey, Burundi.
It was over, right? And the coach called.
Man, it's been a bad game. The bad 2 games. I don't know what's going on.
Before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
All this glitching, I guess.
And now a fumble.
See?
He loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the
Glitch,
line,
glitch,
quarterbacks have to be
glitch.
aware of protecting the football as
Did
well.
y'all see the glitch on y'all end?
Wound up having it knocked free, but
I got
fortunately
glitch.
had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Glitch, glitch, glitch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop.
Yeah, it's been a bad day. I don't know. Maybe I was because I was playing the shark game.
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken
This was
down,
bad.
just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.